to talk about Chapter 2 in economics. This chapter is referred to as the U.S. economy. Our learning objectives are the 5 following. I'll describe each of them. In number 1, explain how an economy's size is measured. Well, we use something called GDP, or gross domestic product. It is the total value of all the products and services produced by a country in any given year. Now, often GDP, or gross domestic product, is often referred to as a nation's income, national income. Something else that you might want to know that goes along with GDP is GDP per capita, and that is a measure of the standard of living in a country by population size. So countries like India and China, with over 1 billion people, have smaller GDPs per capita. Describe the absolute and relative size of the U.S. economy. Well, the U.S. economy does tend to dwarf other world economies. Second to the United States is China, and then Japan, and then Germany. Now, there are many, many more countries. And as you look at all these other countries, the gross domestic product of the United States is much, much larger in comparison. Why is it? Number 3, explain why the U.S. economy can produce so much. Well, it's very simple. Consider the 4 factors of production, and the U.S. or the United States is considered to have an abundance of the 4 factors of production. We have land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship. Those 4 combined contribute to an economy's ability to produce. Number 4, recount how the mix of U.S. output has changed over time. Well, over the last 150 years, we have seen a clear shift in the U.S. economy. We were once very much a farming and manufacturing economy. Today, we are a services and manufacturing economy. So the U.S. economy has shifted more towards services. That's the major difference. And number 5, explain how unequal or equally incomes are distributed. In the United States, we have transfer payments, and the largest example of transfer payments in the United States is Social Security. When we talk about transfer of payments, this is redistribution of wealth. In the United States, we do have a tendency to have a concentration of wealth, but also something the United States is known for is income mobility. And what that simply means is that in the United States, it is possible for someone to move from one income level to a totally different income level, and a lot of it depends on good luck and skill, innovation, technology breakthroughs, all these types of things that contribute to this income mobility. Well, folks, that is it. This is Mr. Liu talking about economics and specifically the U.S. economy, Chapter 2.